What's good people? Soul Brother number one coming back at you, here to improve your interplanetary funksmanship. And this afternoon, we're going to be doing a review of G.I. Joe Classified's Heavy Duty. And look at God, Juneteenth, and we're doing Heavy Duty. Ain't God good? Now, starting off with the packaging, it's the regular G.I. Joe Classified packaging. As you can see there, Heavy Duty is number 150 in the line. If you care about stuff like that, which I don't, but if you do, he's 150. You got some art on the side here. You have his attributes on the other side instead of a file card. QR code to nowhere. And you got a picture or a render of the figure on the back with some semi directions on how his rig goes together. And that's about it for the packaging. You know, nothing different, same old packaging. Now, before we get into it though, little background on Heavy Duty. I never had Heavy Duty coming up because the Real American Hero figure came out in 1991. Soul Brother was 21 years old in 1991. So by that time, I had been put that down a long time ago. And the Human was 16. So the Human didn't have him either. So Heavy Duty was, way after either one of us. So yeah, neither one of this will be my first time having Heavy Duty or seeing him in action figure form in hand in any way, shape, or form. Now, he's supposed to be Roadblock's cousin, I do believe. Now, in the Real American Hero canon, which is the only canon I follow, that and my own, Roadblock, appeared first. In Devil's Due, not IDW, but Devil's Due, I think it is, where they switched up and had Heavy Duty appearing in the Joe team before Roadblock, and it was him. He recommended to Hawk that Roadblock get on the team, but that's in Devil's Due. That's not Real American Hero, so it don't count. That's just me. It don't count for me. But I guess he's still Roadblock cousin. That'll work. But we're gonna go ahead and get him out of this package. See what it's working with. I already broke the tape, but I didn't open it. So this will be a true unboxing and review. Put that down there. And we can take a look at the accessories while we're doing it. Comes with two. These are rocket launchers, I guess. That's what they would be called. Rocket launchers. Has some writing on it. It says M202 Quad Burst Invention number 2 in D minor on the side. If you can see that. Got a place for like 4 rockets. That's the first one. Here's the other one. Has the same writing on it. And now that we did the rocket launchers, let's take a look at the rockets. Are they taped in? Yes, sir. And what's the mantra here at Soul Brother number one? Always keep your knife on you. For just such an occasion. To cut out rockets and such. As you can see, he comes with 6 rockets. These are tiny. Have a hole in the back for the blast effect. Here's the translucent blast effect. And that will port in to that hole like so. And I guess you would yeah, put it in like that. That's how that works. And like you say, we got 3 rockets. 6 rockets, I'm sorry. And 6 blast effects. Looked at a couple of reviews on the YouTube, and they those rockets, it doesn't do justice on how small these rockets actually are. I thought they were going to be a little bit bigger, but they tiny. All right, and that's it for the rockets and the blast effects. That plastic goes away somewhere. Oh, my bad. I'm sorry. I didn't see. You got 2 more rockets and 2 more blast effects in here. They just loading my man out, ain't they? Next, since it already came out with the tape that I'm pulling off, he comes with 2 extra hands, fists, and that's what I always say. If you're not a fan of a whole bunch of extra hands, I can dig that. That's cool. But there are 2 sets of hands that I think every action figure should come with. Gripping / trigger hand. Well, the trigger hands. And if you don't want a separate gripping hand, you want to use the trigger hands, that's cool. But they should come with the trigger hands and fists. Every character should come with a fist. Comes with 2 knives. And I think these knives are new. I don't remember seeing them anywhere. I mean, as far as in the classified collection. Got the blade is gray. Got the serrated edge. And you got some detail on the handle. And a loop on the end. But both of them are the same. So you got 2 knives. We'll go and put on them somewhere. Comes with also some I don't know if it's a headset or just some earmuffs, because you got to figure he firing all this stuff, he has to have some ear protection, because brother, I'm telling you, you firing all that, man, you gonna murder your eardrums. But so they gave him some a headset / earmuffs. But like you say, you know, your toys, your world, you can make them be both or one. But he just sculpted black plastic. Pretty good detail on them though. That's pretty cool. What else we got going on here? He comes with his Saiyan power reader that should fit over his eyes. Really, it's just probably a sighting mechanism, but it reminds me of a Saiyan power reader. Got some red paint apps on the front. You can see there. Comes with an extra head. This one doesn't have the hat on, as you can see. Pretty good face sculpt there. Looking like my man. Well, nice fade going on. High top fade. Goatee. Got 2 ear rings. Pretty dope head sculpt. Getting into the rig. He has these 2 miniguns. It's molded sculpt, black plastic. You have some detail on them. Pretty cool looking miniguns. 1 on each side. Now for the rig. I guess we're gonna get this. Well, first we can get this this part out first. This looks like it's the ammo cans for the guns that will go on in the front. Not too much going on there. No paint ups, just molded plastic, green and gray. Got some weathering on it, like it's been through some things. And you have his rig here. See that front chest plate, like it got some weathering on it. Got some cushion. It's not really cushion, it's plastic, but to simulate cushion where the shoulders go. You got these 2 guns right here. I think they come off. Let me see, do they come off? They should. Yeah, they come off just like that. No paint apps going on there, just those 2 guns there. On the back it says Man Portable Heavy Weapon System. You can see that there. You got some computer readouts. Little keyboard, I think, going on right here. That's about it for the rig. You have the belt, the ammo belt that's going to go into, that's going to feed into, let's see, where's the box? Those miniguns. Yeah, they're going to feed into the miniguns. So you will put the miniguns right here. Snap them on like so. Satisfying pop, snap, whatever. There you go. And you got the miniguns in. Then I guess you would just feed this belt through here. You got a little port right there that you would feed the belt through. Because it doesn't really matter what side. Feed the belt through and it's going to go through just like that. And you know what? I may have the guns upside down. Yep, I do. That means I'm going to have to switch them. Don't want to come off. There we go. Okay. Now you got the guns on, and you would just feed them into the gun like so. Just like that. And now this piece here snaps on right there in the front. And I'm gonna tell you something right now. It's a good thing that this is make believe, because in real life, ain't nobody walking with this. Ain't nobody walking with this on. It's too much stuff, bruh. It way too much. You ain't walking with this. But the good thing about it is, it's make believe. Use your toys. So, you know, in your world, it could be some kind of futuristic lightweight polymer that the military then came up with to allow somebody to walk around with this big monstrosity on like that. You feel me? And these go right here on the side. Snap on just like so. Get the other one. There we go. And I don't know if which way I'm gonna display him with this on, because the figure itself, when we get to the figure, it's a pretty decent figure, and you got this on him. It's gonna cover up how good the figure looks, but we'll see. We'll see how we gonna do it. Oh yeah, and then put this back on. But yeah, my man, I don't care how strong who this is. You not running around with this in real life. But like I say, your toys, my toys. We can do whatever we want. Now for the figure, it's easy. Here's the figure, heavy duty out of the plastic. Pretty cool looking figure. Starting with the articulation, like we always do. You get the 360 with the head. He can look up, not too much, that far. Oh man, he can't look down at all. Not too much anyway. Well. You get the T-pose going. Get the 360. Yeah, it's a butterfly. You know how we feel about the butterflies here. Let's see what it's working with. Okay, going back. He can go back a decent amount on the butterfly. I've seen better, but I've seen a lot worse. Now let's see the real test of the butterfly. How far in does it go? And yep, it's fell in the end, butterfly test too. So might as well not even have it for the purposes of crossing, because that's as far as it goes. He doesn't have the ab crunch. Well, he has the bicep cut here, the double jointed pinless elbows as we come to expect, and the trigger hands are on an up and down hinge. You get the 360 with them. Doesn't have the ab crunch, he has the diaphragm cut, which I prefer. You can go back that far on his diaphragm cut, not too far. Allows him to crunch that far, that forward that far. And you got waist rotation. You got the drop down hips, which, you know, I can do without, but they're there. He can get the Van Damme. Got the thigh cut. The double jointed pinless knees. You have the boot cut. Ankle pivot allows them to go down that far, go up that far, and you got the rocker. Now, as far as the figure, the detailing on the figure is pretty spot on. You can take a look at the face. Pretty neat face sculpt, like we said before. Same with his alternate. His hat says Shred Head on the back. Got the bull gold chain. I don't know if he's a fan of The Rock or not. Got his bandolier. 2 grenades molded on. I'm guessing this is the Joe Pro. Maybe a smartwatch on. Looking at 73 beats per minute. And then on his belt, he has 2 more grenades here. Some molded pouches. And this is a sheath for the knife. One of the knives. We're going to go ahead and put that in. That comes up a lot. Then we're going to, down here on the boot, he has another sheath for his other knife. All right, now going to get heavy duty into this contraption that he would not be able to walk in. He might be able to stand with it, but he definitely wouldn't be able to walk. See, maybe you go in from the top here like so. Did that just come off? No. And you bring this over. Oh, it has a peg, so you can peg it into the back. Make it more stable, I guess. Peg it into the back. Bring it over the top. And you see here, that's supposed to clamp on. You can't see it, but there's 2 pegs that it clamps on. I missed it. There we go. You get the pop. And he has the 2 controllers, the joysticks here. Let's see. Okay, got his hands on the joysticks. Man, ain't no way. It's too much stuff. It feel heavy. That joint feel heavy. Put his we're gonna put his sand power reader on. And his headgear so he doesn't blow out his eardrums. But let's see. Well, I don't know if you can put both of them on at the same time. I don't believe you will be able to. Let's see what it look like with these on. Okay. So you may not want to use the peg to peg that in because it's not allowing the shoulder harness to go down far enough. But there he is. That's your man Heavy Duty, all kitted out. I probably won't display him with all this because, like I say, the figure is covering up too much of the figure for me, and it's a nice looking figure. Probably too good to be covered up, in my opinion. We'll see. I don't know. I may have him with everything firing or not. I'm not sure. But for now, as we conclude the video, this is what he looked like. And that concludes my unboxing and review of G.I. Joe Classified number 150 Heavy Duty. And remember, funk is its own reward. Y'all be easy.